What's up, brothers? It's 2019, and I want to start the year off with a story. A story about a farmer and his neighbor. You see, there was this farmer who worked in his fields all day, every day, busting his ass to tend his crops. And one day he decided he needed a horse for the farm. So he started saving day after day, month after month, and after a year, he had enough money to buy this horse. So he goes to the market, he buys the best horse he can, he comes back to the farm, and that night, somehow the horse gets loose and runs away. Well, his neighbor hears about it, comes up to the farmer and says, "Man, I'm so sorry you lost your horse. That's just bad luck." The farmer looks at the neighbor and says, "Good or bad? Nobody knows." Next day, the farmer's out in the field. He's working his crops, busting his ass, when he looks up and he sees his horse trotting across the field with not one, not two, but 3 wild horses at its side. Later that day, the neighbor comes by and says, "Oh my gosh, your horse came back. And it brought 3 wild horses with it? That's such good luck." And the farmer says, "Good or bad? Nobody knows." The next day, the farmer's out in the fields again, working his crops, and his son is playing with the horses. The son decides he wants to climb up on one of the wild horses. The horse bucks him off. He falls down, breaks his leg. Later that night, the neighbor comes over and says, "Man, I'm sorry to hear about your son. He broke his leg. That's such bad luck." The farmer says, "Good or bad? Nobody knows." The next day, the farmer's in the field working his crops again, doing what he does, when a man approaches him and he says, "Hello, my name is so-and-so. I'm from the government and I'm here to talk to your son. There's the war and we're drafting men for the war." The man goes and speaks to the son and realizes he's got a broken leg and he can't go to war, so the son doesn't get drafted. The neighbor comes back that night, is talking to the farmer, and he's like, "Man, that's such good luck. Such good luck. Your son didn't get drafted." And what does the farmer say? He says, "Good or bad? Nobody knows." Brothers, I tell you this story because as we embark on a new year, my question for you is, who are you going to be? Are you going to be the neighbor or the farmer? Are you going to go into the world as a judgmental person, looking at situations and circumstances, judging them as good or bad, right or wrong? Or are you going to be like the farmer and take a step back and let life unfold around you? You see, brothers, a lot of times in life, good or bad is 100% up to us. In fact, not a lot of times, every time in life, whether something is good or bad, right or wrong, the end or the beginning is 100% up to us. And those meanings that we attach things, they create our reality. One of my favorite books of all time is called As a Man Thinketh. There's a link below this video. I highly, highly, highly recommend you go and check it out. And in that book, the author says, man is made or unmade by himself in the armory of his thoughts. Now, I'm sure you got new hopes and dreams, new desires and aspirations as you go into 2019. And brother, I'm here to tell you that you can accomplish all of them or none of them. But it all comes down to 2 things. What are you going to focus on, and what does it mean? Are you going to be the farmer and observe life, or are you going to be the neighbor and judge life? The decision is entirely up to you, brothers. I hope you choose wisely. Hope you guys have an incredible day. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. And until next time, brothers, live bearded.